What is going on? This is Aantray, your favorite fashion producer, and welcome to the pilot episode of my YouTube channel. First things first, I want to say thank you to my family, thank you to my friends, thank you to my team members, photographers, models, community members for helping me on this journey and to help us captivate what we've been able to accomplish this year. Yes, I am from the South Side, city of Atlanta. Oh, Nat, you already know what it is, South Side, and I am representing Black excellence. I just want to give you all in a nutshell who I am and how I ended up on this journey. So first thing that I did was join the military. Yes.
Actually, he is deaf.
Oh, well, thank you. Now drop down, give me 25 more for speaking out of line.
I went straight to the Air Force, straight out of high school. Unfortunately, my term and my service agreement was ended early because of an operation that I had on my leg, on my ankle. And I was sent home. And once I was sent home, I wasn't able to get back into the real world mentally, even though I was kind of running around and doing everything. Like there was something in me that I still hadn't found my calling. That hole in me felt dark and it grew over time. I ended up working a job. While I was working, I decided to enroll in trade school to become an electrician. Long story short, COVID happened. So then I got introduced to singing. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Enough of that, right? So at 21, I want to do music and I was looking for the deal, and every person's dream, stereotypical dream, is if you can't play basketball, which I did growing up, you know, they want to be a musician. But me having a way with people around me was giving me the confidence that I needed to be able to pursue it. So I went with it. I started performing in clubs. I started, throwing parties, doing the things that most artists do when they're building their brand. Like I was really much into that field. And I know a lot of your favorite artists and you all just don't know it. I was linking up with content creators and learning how to shoot people because I told myself that I wanted to shoot some videos one day. And I bought a camera. I took the leap of faith. It's very hard when you're making your own beats, when you're writing your own music and singing all the songs and paying for the sessions and having to work and having to maintain living, because music is a very expensive hobby. And I learned that 2 years in, which is okay because I'm glad I learned the skill. 2022, I was introduced to modeling. The self-confidence wasn't always there because I grew up getting picked on a lot. And everybody has their story, but I was really the one where people was coming to school just to beat me up. I was little, undersized, especially in middle school. I had to deal with that and figuring out how to be by myself. And I am an only child, so it only made me stronger. School is totally different. You can't control who's around you there. But based on, my interaction with society until I went to the military, and the military very much did help me for my confidence. Well, I am very grateful. After that, when I was introduced to modeling in 2022, it gave me another level of confidence that I had never felt before. Just being around women and being around people who was being productive, taking pictures. Like I just love the environment. And shout out to Ace, because Ace, that's where I met you and how we was able to get some of these plaques. So shout out to you, bro. Saber brand, go check them out. Go get your merch. And yeah, that's where we met, and we've been connected ever since. We met at that show, and I was in the show, and I was singing at the show, kissed a girl on stage. Like I was just, doing everything. Like I was in euphoria. Maybe about a month after hitting this all-time level high of confidence, I suffered a house fire and lost 99% of the belongings that I own. I really had to restart my life. I didn't know how to do that. I'm so grateful that my family and I made it out, and we were able to be on this journey together. Now, granted, it wasn't no cakewalk, but safe to say, we are okay. And I'm so grateful to have my family here. None of the stuff matters because family is the most important thing. Now, after the house fire, I think a lot of men suffer from, I don't see value within myself because I don't have something to offer. So I was stuck in a hole there. Even with all this going on, I was still networking, I was still going out, I was still meeting people. I was supposed to be going on your favorite comedian's comedy tour. I won't say any names. But I was publicly humiliated. Right after that, I was having, some growing pains with my family. The woman that I was in love with told me that she needed to take space from me. So I moved to Iowa. Iowa is where everything changed. It was pure quiet. I was able to get myself together and recharge my mind in silence and reshape my thinking. I was out there doing electric work because I went to trade school. So I had some credentials. I just go out there, boom, make some money, come back. I was still getting over the house fire, but I was just about out of it. So then I started reflecting on my life. I started doing some deep work and reflecting about what has been going on in my life and how did it get to this point? And I remembered right before the house fire about when I did the fashion show. I wanted to feel that again. I did a fashion show that summer with Ace again. Here's some pictures from it. And we had a great time. It was cool. I was kind of low key. I was still reading my books. I was still fueling my mind. So I wasn't super social with everybody, but it still helped me feel good. And I said, you know what? I want to provide this. As a man, this is what I want to provide. I want to provide a platform where people can come be themselves and showcase who they are, showcase their creativity, and be able to step into the best version of themselves. Because I'm gonna be very honest with you, when I was modeling, I felt like I was being in the best version of myself. And I wanted to provide that feeling. And that's what started Not So Easily Influenced, or NSCI.
This video is sponsored by NSCI, which is Not So Easily Influenced, where we have an ultimate creativity platform from models to artists to designers and more, and we'll be coming to a city near you. Scan our QR code, check us out, look forward to our upcoming events. We hope to see you soon, and let's change the world.
At NSCI, we will be doing our first fashion production in Miami. First 420 fashion experience. We are bringing down there to South Beach, to the South Coast. Let's do it, right? The date will be on April 19th, the day before 420. We will be providing Miami their first ever 420 fashion experience. Tune into my broadcast channel on Instagram to stay tapped in with the updates. And if you are a model that are from Atlanta and you want to come to Miami with us, please fill out our form on our QR code. It's going to be an absolute time. It's going to be the pool edition. And so bring out your swimsuits and swim trunks, and we're going to get this thing on the road. And let's get back to the show. The idea actually started in Iowa, because out in Iowa, I learned a very valuable lesson. I learned that the only thing that you can truly control is your mind. If you can't control your mind, you can't control your emotions and process the way that you think, it'll be very hard to understand why you haven't done the things that you've wanted to do in life. So if you understand that your mind is the only thing that you can control your reality, what you allow around you, what you bring in, what you put out, what you listen to, what you hear, what you read, you will start to build a certain filter in your brain for certain things, which will within itself raise your vibration and raise your frequency. I learned that lesson, and in that process, I met my first billionaire. They were doing classes and stuff like that for network marketing, which was all good. I've seen something very consistent. How are billionaires made? I really just started thinking about that. And billionaires are made because they make millionaires. And I said, bingo. The thought of community clicked for me. That year, 2023, I knew I needed to get back into chess. I started playing chess. I was getting through heartbreak, and just chess every day. And I started thinking. I called Ace and I said, yo, I want to do a fashion show. No, I'm going to do a fashion show, is what I told him. I wasn't trying to do anything. I said I was going to do it. I had already found a space. I had already, put down the down payment. I had already had a semi-plan. I was at the beginning stages of being able to put production together like that. I definitely needed some help. And shout out to Ace, shout out to Saber Brand, because I really appreciate you and how you have helped mentor me to be able to take things to the next level, and how you all were captivating. And I wanted to provide that environment for everybody. Now, he was like, why didn't you consult with me before you put the money down? Because I ended up overpaying. And it's okay, these are the learning things that I had to get through. We threw the very first Black Excellence fashion show. As you can see, we sold out. It was an absolute masterpiece. And then right afterwards, I said, we're running it back again with the Naturesse fashion experience. And when I tell you, this was some of the most creative visuals that me and Ace put together. It was absolutely immaculate. We had projector screens. We had pond in the middle of the floor. We had a big flower chandelier on the ceiling hanging down, looking right. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you, me and Ace was up for days straight, getting it together, and it came out a masterpiece. I started needing to get more content of the work that I was doing. So I started investing. I stopped looking at money as something to be scared of. And I started investing my time into obtaining a new skill. I said I needed a new high income skills. I have made some steps to be able to monetize from it, not just from the content world, but even how I've been able to bring people together and make community happy, which is really the main goal for me. It's not even about money. After the Nature Rest show, I took it to another notch and we did the Urban Mass fashion experience. I would say was probably the most euphoric experience for me. But Urban Mass had a different feel to it. Like I couldn't tell you. I'm not able to articulate how at the moment, but when I do more videos of each one, I'll explain it to you all. I was so tired because putting together fashion production is a lot. Getting things together, having to know where each and every single body has to be. You know, that is a very hefty task to think about. But I have mentally built my muscle to do it, and as you can see, the results speak for itself. Now, after the Urban Mask, even though I was tired, I said I'm gonna run it back again with the second annual Black Excellence show. And I said, if I'm going to showcase Black Excellence, I have to show consistency. So I made it the second annual Black Excellence fashion experience. But all in all, to say that it has been a journey, and the journey isn't stopping now. I first want to say I appreciate each and every single one of you all for staying to the end. I hate to feel like I'm skipping out on a lot of details, but I'll save it for the future video. Please like, subscribe to the channel. Please scan our QR code. Tap into our link tree where all the registrations and all of our events that we have coming up will be posted on our digital schedule. So please tap in with us, follow our Instagram. I just wanted to let each and every single one of you all watching to know that everything that you want to do in life requires a leap of faith. And if you are truly walking in your faith, you cannot be stopped, because you know that the man above has your back. I'm very appreciative of the life. Thank you all for watching and staying until the end. Comments, please give me your feedback on how I can best improve my YouTube channel, and we'll see you all soon.
Yeah.